start. My name is Jozef. I'm a Perl hacker and second author, currently living in the Twin City. Most of my life in Bratislava. For the last 8 years I'm living in Vienna, Austria. For the 3 days a week I'm working for a company, Geizels Preisvergleich. Geizels used to be a startup company 20 years ago. And has a nice and mature product team currently. My talk actually will be about the startup project of a small Perl company called Neon, where I spend the rest of the working week. It all started back in 2012. Two non-technical friends of mine and me started the negotiations, and the deal was that the US manufacturer Idle Skates will provide 20-feet container full of figure skates, and they trust in us, while we three, under the company name USA Hub, USA Hub, is for the name. Will provide the warehousing, EU company, European company, means and ways of distribution, and an online platform. The online platform was my to-do task. This is how the business plan looked like, sketched. The goal was to cut down the supply chain. Natural things for the shops is they want to deal with the manufacturer directly. For the manufacturer, they want to keep as much as they can their brand. USA Hub was meant to make a win-win-win situation for all of the parties, because ordering directly from USA is quite a long journey. Takes about 2 weeks by plane, until all the paperwork and things are arranged, packaged and delivered, or 2 months by ocean shipments. So the plan was they put into the Europe a bigger shipments, and then the shop can quickly and easily get their products from European company without any extra paperwork. So we started as early as 2013 with selling these figure skates. They are mostly known in the United States. They are medalist skating on their skates. They are high professional leather skates. Started the factory started as early as 1946. So what's about the figure skates? The figure skaters are pretty conservative people. They have white skates for the girls and black skates for the boys. But behind the scene, there are as many as 18 models, and the details makes the difference. Each model can have up to 6 different widths of the foot to make the perfect fit. And there can be like 13 adult sizes and 8 junior sizes. This makes in total of 4,536 combinations. The boxes of the unique products will be put next to each other. We'll get to 680 meters long line, or we'll fill up a big room full of boxes where none of the boxes will be the same. This is how the bulk ordering look like. It's one of the easiness of configuring and the easiness of ordering for a shop, because shop is not ordering one skate. They naturally want a couple of widths. They want to carry a couple of sizes, and they can do this by these 78 input boxes for one model. So that's a model with a 3030 area white boot that's carried in the shop for about 609 euros. Still in 2013, with Michael, with my friend, we went to Minnesota, where the skates are manufactured in the little town of Red Wing. We had a wonderful time, and we earned there more trust, resulting that early 2014 we got a deal to sell or to provide the European market also with quad roller skates.
It's conservative.
Yeah, as you can see, there is more color than white and black in there. There are as many as, from this manufacturer, there's as many as 38 types of boots, of which there's different colors and widths and end. There can be nine frames, different frames attached, 8 types of toe stops of different colors, and 9 types of bearings, and 40 types of wheels of different sizes and colors, and only the wheels are like 135 distinct products that anyone can choose to skate on. So that's a lot of combination. Just you can do your math, but it's for me it's too much.
You speak Int.
And still, so they had to come with simplified combinations called standard sets, which makes about 6,300 products that can be ordered and has a standard set price. These two gentlemen from United States came over to teach our Ike from Nigeria, they came to teach him to drill holes into the shoes and to put screws through and attach frames and wheels and toe stops. The fourth guy is a sales manager of roller skates. They set up a workshop so far. Over 5,000 skates or products got built in that place. Of course, all of this is hardware. Requires good organization. The problems that came into was that suddenly the product was not the product that got sold was not a product we had in the warehouse, but had to be calculated and considered from different parts. And only at the time when someone said yes, I want to buy it, then the parts were pulled together, and I assembled them, put them in the box, and then they could be shipped. With the delivery times from United States of 2 months by ocean, people kind of want to know, can I get this product right away, or do I get it in 2 months? Warehouse. These are the numbers, like 500 ice products, different types of ice products, 800 roller products in the warehouse, and this is the total number of items that are currently in the warehouse. This is about how it looks like. Note the white labels below the boxes. The blue boxes are filled with skates. And what I learned in this job was that the warehouses has a great floors for Okay, so the place is pretty huge, like a lot of pallet places. These white label papers on the shelves has double purpose. They have the product code and the barcode and the product name on them, and together with transactions of coming in and out of the products, it's old-fashioned way of keeping track of inventory on the paper, which turns out to be good when the discrepancies came. When something else got shipped instead, then we could quickly find out what's going on. At some point, the amount of things that were arriving and variety just made the guys in the warehouse crazy. because of course people were ordering different things, and someone had to remember, even with the signs or something, it was nearly impossible to keep track where all the types of materials is located. So the packaging list was split into what customer sees and what the warehouse guy sees, and asked for many more informations, like where is the location of these things to get, which when the locations were sorted. The guy had to make one round trip around the warehouse, pull the things out and package them. In addition, he could get information of how many should be left on the stock, and this way, this way continuously check if the quantities digital, what we have recorded digitally is really correct into what's physically present in the warehouse. Okay. These are the boxes in which skates are going out. DPD has one price for a maximum size box, which we calculated to be 1.3 meters high box that can be used to ship 8 to 11 skates, and about 38 tons of materials went out of the warehouse this way. This is a summary of the current features. Since the beginning, I will point out the request tracker that got used for all of the customer communication, even for the emails coming generated by the portal, coming out of the customers. Coming out to the customers as soon as they replied. The reply came to request tracker, and the right people gets notification about the customer communication, what's going out, what's going in. So we got to the point where there are orders that doesn't involve anyone beside the person who takes the materials out of the shelves, put them into boxes, and tells what's the weight of the boxes, and then everything else is arranged by Perl. This is what started as a bootstrap application. Evolved then into the backend, and on top of it, the branded site was built up. If you go to riderskates.eu, you can browse the products. You can see the ice or roller skates, and what you cannot see is once the retailer logs in, he is going to get the matrix ordering and shopping cart where he can put the items. My goal was to not overwhelm you with the numbers and features, but to put a little perspective on what seemed to be a simple task get me these skates out to the European market. It turned out to be a little bit more complicated than it seemed. But step by step, and thanks to the flexibility of Perl and usefulness of CPAN modules, it's alive, it's working, and it's making business. When the business people start to talk, they many times slide to this question, so of how much. Got a better question from a colleague of mine, Remik. He asked how's the business going and how many people are involved and how many people are earning their living thanks to the project. And so far there are 6 people directly earning their living, which is the warehouse guy, the touching guy, 2 salesperson, roller and ice skates, a support guy from USAHub, and then Andrea Pavlovic, who is the second developer of USAHub project. So much for hardware organization and overview. How many? better question, better company business performance question than how much. Sorry. Yeah, this is the technology involved used. Debian is the operating system of my choice, and the Postgres database as of Perl. Catalyst and DBX class combo, good old combo is used thanks to the FET model. Andrea joined the team, was able to be productive pretty quick. Like it. Modperl 2, I wrote it down once I mentioned it, got a strange look of a guy, and he said, forget it, it's dead. And I said, no, it's finished. So yes, you get what you get, and if it does the job, it's good, and it's a good tool, and why not to use it. XSLT is the templating agent of the choice. It can get really verbose, but it's a nice declarative way how to transform data, XML, into XHTML. What I really like about XSLT is that it has a pretty strict notion of what is a text, what is an element, and what is an attribute text, and these kind of things. Templating, like template toolkit, has to where we have to be really careful when just pasting text, that there are no escaping quotes, brackets, or end characters, and so on. This is done for free in XSLT and XML. jQuery is used for JavaScript. One nice way how to make synchronous code run in parallel is simply by loading different components with Ajax. This is a nice way. All across the portal there is a heavy usage of spreadsheets, because there are hundreds of lines and tabular data, and I find it that a lot of people are used to work with spreadsheets, and when humans has to enter the large quantity of data, it's nice to work with and provide them with the way of downloading generated spreadsheets and uploading them back again, and updating database based on the spreadsheets. NeonZ, an experiment of mine, was used for the branded side. DBX checksum is a nice module of Thomas. If we ever change database, which we tend to do quite often, template LaTeX is used for generating all of the PDFs. Tend to get forgotten. It's a template toolkit syntax that generates LaTeX, and from LaTeX there is an easy way to get a nice PDFs. Business DPD module, and as for some a little bit of hardware, there are manufacturers that build cases with barcode readers. One of them is Infinite Peripherals, and using jQuery mobile, it's a simple way how to build a barcode scanning application pretty quick. For label printing, lines icon label printer was used. All of the shelves and papers in the warehouse are labeled by it. Okay.
Good question. Do you use, with the label printers, do you use like barcodes, or just letting words to display?
Code 128 barcodes can hold any kind of ASCII characters.
Okay.
But it's just a 1D barcode.
Yes. Because they are more performant and easily readable, and as the 2D barcodes. and cheaper. The devices are also cheaper to read.
Mhm.
And with the code 128, there can be characters encoded. So, and then processed in some way, can hold URLs or anything else. So that's pretty good. About the future, gone some way. Some people hold startup for craziness. Everything is missing. Everything is delayed. Everything is isn't there. There is a nice book called Zilch, The Power of Business, Power of Zero in Business. Nancy Lublin. The author argues that living less makes for much more healthy and alive climate than a stable and secure environment can provide. Yeah, opinions vary. Okay, so we have for me the flexibility and speed, how it's possible to adapt to new circumstances. That would be a killer feature of Perl, because things tend to get messy. Things tend to get, hey, we need this, we need that, and Perl is a really good language to do stuff and do it quickly. And it's fully flexible. There are people as crazy as Abigail who write regexes to solve sudokus, right? So if you happen to get to know people who need to ship around items across Europe, I would kindly ask you to spend a word for me and get in contact with me and to get a quote about what can be done and how it can be done. Title says no limits, but there is actually a limit, which is time, and I'm most likely running out of it. Yes, because it's yes. So thank you. Questions?
Can you ship comedians?
Yes? Okay. How many thousands? No.
And they're not that complicated like skates.
Only one model so far, yeah.
Yes.
Can I disassemble them?
Question, which country is your warehouse located?
In Bratislava, Slovakia.
Ah.
Yeah, which is from Vienna like 70 kilometers. That's why it's called Twin City. Okay. Good. Thank you.